I don't really believe that the components that you put into your listing pricing are as important as you connecting with the client, meaning they trust you, they like you, and they want to do business with you. That is the most important part of what you have to communicate when you go in to take a listing. We do a two-step, and the first part is all about consultation. We use a service called BombBomb email video. We send that out ahead of time. It's a way to, before we meet them, that they get to know us, see us, hear us talk, and then go to the client and listen to what they have to say, listen to what their problems are, why are we here, what are the real reasons behind it, what is the history of their family in this situation. We're there in the first step to learn everything we can about the client, their situation, the financial history of the house, the condition of the home. It's a information gathering thing. In your first step, let me see if I understand what you said. You need to move to Chicago. You need to be here in 30 days. Is that correct? Write that down. Gathering information, asking questions, and listening. Listening. It's the hardest skill to develop in our business, is listen. When you go out on that first step, sometimes you learn stuff that these people really can't sell their property, or they have unrealistic expectations. And if you don't ask questions, you don't ask a lot of questions in the beginning and do this consultation, you're not going to be able to serve them. In our presentation, we believe that you have to differentiate yourself, and being with RE/MAX is one big thing of that. You have to educate the seller, and you have to prove competency and value. Those are the three components of any listing presentation, and everything that's in your listing presentation should have one of those three components. And it should somehow connect to how it benefits the client. I'm with RE/MAX. You tell the RE/MAX story. We sell more real estate than anybody. How does that benefit the client? You just go to the client and you say, and it's obvious how that benefits you. We sell more real estate than anybody. We don't have the biggest offices. We don't have the most people. We just sell the most real estate. And it's obvious, Mr. Seller, how that benefits you. And any one of those three components, you should be able to show the client how it benefits them. It's just no good to put any one of those three things in if it has no direct benefit to your clients. Once you get into the marketing or how we sell a house, there's three components of that. There's the marketing, there's the staging, and there's the pricing. And the pricing is actually the most important part. It's not something that's said a lot in our business, but pricing is really, really all it's about. If you price the property properly, and it's priced according to the condition and the location it's in, it's going to sell. Somebody's going to sell it. You have to prove to the seller that this is the price that their property ought to be. And when you show them that you're competent and you bring value and you've differentiated yourself already, it's a little easier to find the data and say, here's where your property should be priced. And the pricing is the most important part. It comes naturally to some people it doesn't. But if you don't know how to do it, there's plenty of resources out there to learn. We actually do a show and tell. We do video. And in our listing presentation we insert a video. We do video email, and we show that to them. We do some print. We do very little print in our marketing. But what print we do show them. Again, it's a show and tell. And when we show them this stuff, we tell them how it's going to benefit them. If it doesn't benefit them by exposing their house or their property to more people, then it's really of no value. And if it's no value, you shouldn't even have it in your listing presentation. You must stick to the process, no matter who you're doing it for. Relatives and close friends, you need to take your listing presentation and put it at the top of the best one you've ever done, because those are the ones that can give you the most problems for the rest of your life. It's an assumption close for us. If we get to that point and we're looking at each other like all this we've been getting here is pushback from the seller about things that we were trying to help them with, then sometimes, and it's not that often, but we turn down listings. We've turned down listings. I've closed up my book and said, maybe we can't help each other. That's rare, but you have to be able to do that, because that one listing that you take that where you just have no business doing this because this is not going to work is going to prevent you from doing 4 other transactions.